this is where the Pattett's triangle is formed. So we are going to keep the probe over here, and then we will look at the ultrasound machine to see the abdominal layers, external, internal oblique, and the transversus abdominis, and then we are going to find the muscle layer or the fascial plane between the internal oblique and the transversus abdominis. And Dr. Umair is going to demonstrate the layers, abdominal layers, where we are going to get the probe.
Okay. So first of all, the first layer is your subcutaneous tissue. Okay, that's your subcutaneous tissue. After that, it's going to be the first muscle you see is going to be the external oblique muscle. It has its fascia. Okay. After that, the second layer is going to be the internal oblique muscle. Okay, in the middle. And the final layer is going to be the transversus abdominis muscle. So external oblique, then internal oblique, then transversus. It looks just like cake pieces. It's like cake pieces stacked on top of each other. So this layer between the internal oblique and the transversus abdominis, this is your tap plane. This is where your anterior and lateral cutaneous nerves are passing through, and you just come from a top over here, and your needle will be here, and this plane is going to unzipper and open up. Okay, so very straightforward and simple walk. Sometimes you can get lost, so I think for getting lost, the best thing to do is to follow. So this is again where we're at the lateral abdominal wall. Now I'm lost. Let's say I don't know. I have no idea what happened. I will just follow them all the way to the middle of the stomach. Okay, I'll follow them all the way to the middle of the stomach where they end. This is where it's finishing. All right, this is finishing, and a new muscle has appeared. This is the rectus abdominis muscle, and this is in the middle. This is a very big muscle. As soon as you put it down, there is no other. There's no other layer here. There is only the rectus abdominis here, and from there, from the rectus abdominis, you can just slide. The muscle under the rectus abdominis is your transversus. Okay, and then as you keep moving laterally, you can start to see all three layers. Something interesting here to remember anatomically is the internal oblique splits. The internal oblique's own fascia is the one that makes the rectus sheath, the anterior and posterior. You can see here the internal oblique is splitting. You see this? It's splitting. So the fascia of the internal oblique is the one that is making the anterior and posterior rectus sheaths. So then you just follow this. So the muscle under it is the transversus. The muscle above right now, this is not the internal oblique. This is the external oblique. Okay. And as you go laterally, you can now see the third muscle, which is the one which is its sheath is coming back together again. This is your internal oblique, and the layer between these two is going to be your tap plane. Okay. So I would not prefer to give it here, but I would follow it a bit posteriorly, and in the posterior area, we'd like to give it, and we've now found our three muscles. Okay. So that's it for the tap block.